Hey there, Regina Andler here, and it is time for Motivation Monday. This week, our theme is clarity. Last week, our theme was focus. Now, focus and clarity go hand in hand. Now, the thing is that you can have focus without clarity, and you can have clarity without focus. When you put the two of them together, that's when the magic happens. So, what is clarity? Literally, clarity is just being clear on what it is that you're doing and where it is that you want to go. Now, many of us, we think we're clear on what we're doing and where we're going. And yet, if somebody asked you if you are clear in a specific area, are you clear on your health goals? Are you clear on your relationship goals? Are you clear on your career and work goals? If somebody asked you that and just, you're just in a casual conversation and somebody popped up and said, "Hey, so are you clear on, what you want your life to look like 5 years from now?" Or not that would ever come up in conversation. If it did, though, would you have an answer for them? Or would you be like, "Well, yeah, I kind of want it to be like this. And oh, it would be nice if it was like this. And oh, yeah, I'd really love to have, a lake house, and I'd really love to have this other stuff, and I'd love to have some financial freedom." And that's not clarity. That's wishing. That's throwing out some ideas of how you would like your life to look. It's a start. Now, don't get me wrong, those things are good. Those ideas are good. It's the start. Now that you have the start and you say, "Oh, well, I'd really love to have a lake house." Well, what does that lake house look like? Where is it? What lake are you on? Are you in the same state that you're in? Are you in a different state? Is there something specific about the lake? Is it a lake where you can have boats, or a lake where power boats aren't allowed? Is it a big lake? Is it a little lake? Do you want a house that overlooks the lake? And then about that house, what does it look like? Is it a big house? Is it a little house? Is it a cabin? Is it a log house? Is it a post and beam house? What does it look like inside? What does it look like outside? The clearer you get on what it is that you want in life, the easier it is to attract it. You see, everything is energy. Clarity attracts the energy to you. So we attract stuff to us all the time, good and bad. And as we attract things to us, it's based on, the thoughts in our head, what we're focusing on, and whether or not we're clear about what we're focusing on. So if you're not crystal clear about what you're focusing on, chances are pretty good you're not going to energetically attract exactly what you're looking for. You might get close. You might attract something and have it kind of, sort of what you're looking for. However, you're not going to actually attract to you what it is that you really want without that clarity. Now, when you're crystal clear about what you want, and you know that, and you have that, that is so crystal clear in your brain, that's when, that energetic force, it starts attracting to you everything that you need in order to get you to your goal, get you that lake house, get you the dream job, get you the dream vacation, whatever it is that you're looking for. So how do you gain more clarity? We all think that we're clear on what we want. And yet, if you actually look at all the different areas in your life, are you really clear on your money and your finance goals? Are you really clear on your career and your work life goals? Are you clear on your relationship and your family relationships and your friendships and all of those relationships that you have? Are you clear on your home and environment, on all the stuff that you want? Are you really clear? Or are you just saying, "Yeah, I want that"? If you're just saying, "I want that," then that's a wish. That's just a statement. It's the statement that starts the clarity, starts the goal. So now that you know what you want, now let's get clear on what that looks like for you. What does it look like? What does it feel like when you have it? When you reach your goal, what does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? What do you see? How do you feel? What are those emotions running through your body when you have reached your goal? Gaining clarity is understanding all of those pieces. Now, being clear in the present moment is one of the most important things when it comes to focus that we talked about last week. So, when you focus on something, you can focus on something and not be clear about where you're going with it. You're focused on something and you've got all of your focus in there, and yet you're still spinning your wheels and you're saying, well, I focused on this. I'm really just laser focusing on this one thing. Except for without that clarity, the focus really doesn't have any place to go. The clarity is what glues it all together. When you're clear about exactly what you want, exactly when you want it, exactly how you want it, exactly what you want it to look like, when you can be crystal clear about all of those things, that's when you start bringing into your life all the things that you actually want, whether it's money, relationships, the dream job, the dream business, travel, whatever it is that you want to do. You can attract all of that into your life when you have that absolute clarity. Now, how do you get that absolute clarity? Again, it's about creating space in your brain. Now, we have those 50 to 70,000 thoughts that go through our head every day, right? And some of those thoughts are mostly in our subconscious, and so many of them are our conscious mind. And just a small portion is in your conscious mind. Now, all that stuff is going on. And last week when we talked about focus, I actually posted out on our group. If you go into the Women Business Owners from Overwhelmed to Overjoyed, you'll see a file that I uploaded called Tame Your Monkeys. All of those thoughts that are going around in your mind, that monkey mind, it is impossible to have clarity and focus when the monkeys are out there running around. There is no clarity. They're going all over the place. They're not clear on anything. It's chaos. They don't know what they're doing. And so when you tame those monkeys and you gain that focus, it also at that point helps you gain the clarity, because now you get your thoughts more under control. And you start to create space in your brain because you got all that stuff going on, right? And so when you can stop, be present, and be still, that actually opens up space in your head for the answers, the decisions, the ideas to flow. And so just taking time to create some space in your brain will help you get more clear on what it is that you're looking for. Now, the other thing is to identify what really matters to you. We often focus a lot of our time on things that are trivial, things that don't really matter. There's a lot of songs out there and there's all kinds of movies and everything else that talk about, if it was your last day, if today was your last day on earth and you knew that, where would your focus be? Where would your clarity be? You would be crystal clear. If today was your last day on this earth, you would be crystal clear about what you wanted to do, who you wanted to see, how you wanted to spend that last day. Now, what if you spent every day like that and you were crystal clear on everything that you wanted and everything that you wanted to bring into your life, and even clear about what you want to get out of your life? Oftentimes we have toxic people in our lives, or, it's a toxic relationship or even a toxic job. Have you ever worked for somebody where the relationship with you and the people you're working with, your boss, your manager, the owner of the company or whatever, and you just didn't mesh? It was kind of a tense relationship. A lot of us at times, I've done it in the past, will stay in those jobs because we feel like we're trapped in that job. That's lack of clarity. Because if you were clear and you let your mind expand and created that space we were talking about, that's when you can see there are other opportunities. You don't need to stay stuck in a relationship. You don't need to stay stuck in a job that you aren't happy in. It's all about being crystal clear about what you want. And when you eliminate all those extra distractions of what's going on, the drama in your life, we all have drama. Stuff happens. It's going on all the time. Where do you spend the time? Where do you spend your time? Do you spend your time in the drama, or do you spend it kind of outside as an observer saying, yeah, Now, that's not actually what I want, so I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go someplace else. I'm not going to live in that. That's getting clear. That is you telling yourself. Clarity begins inside. It's all inside of you. You are the one who empowers yourself by creating the clarity of what it is that you want, where it is that you want to go. It's all about you. And again, when you create that clarity and become crystal clear and you focus and take that inspired action that goes along with that focus and clarity. Now that you have that focus and clarity, of course, there's action behind that in order to reach your goals and get to where you want to be, right? And so you focus, are clear, take action. It is virtually impossible to fail because you are attracting what it is that you want. A little side story. I have a friend who a while back now, his wife unfortunately had passed of cancer. And I'll never forget a conversation that I had with her. And the conversation was one of my last conversations with her. And it was, she had found out about her cancer, and I didn't know about it at the time. And she had come over and she put her hand on mine and she said, "Regina, just remember, when you ask the universe for anything, be crystal clear about what it is that you're asking for." And I asked, "Why?" And she says, "Well, I told the universe that I wanted to lose 50 pounds." I said, "Okay." And she said, "I have lost 50 pounds. I lost 50 pounds because I have cancer. And it was the cancer that made me lose the 50 pounds." Her point being, when you're not crystal clear about what it is that you want, you will attract to you, you may attract to you a result, and it may not be the result that you're looking for. So the clearer you can be in every area of your life, the money, the finances, working career, um, relationships, family, your your downtime, your recreation and free time, your contributions and giving back, all of the different areas of your life. If you look at one of the life wheels, and you'll see all those different areas. Where are you in each one of those areas right here and now? If you are to be honest with yourself right here in this moment, how clear are you on your goals and where you want to be for each one of those areas? Are you just, running the hamster wheel and just, on the merry-go-round? We'll use merry-go-round instead of hamster wheel. And you're just on the same horse and you're just going around and around and around. And yeah, maybe you got a horse that's going up and down a little bit. The thing is that bottom line, you're still going around in the same circle, around and around and around, and really not getting anywhere. You're just living life to live life. Now, I know you want more than that. Everybody does. So we all want something more. And the way to get that something more is to be clear about what that something more is that we want. It's different for everybody. Everybody wants something different. That is the 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 great part of this world, is that everybody wants something different. There is more than enough for everybody because everybody wants something different. And so it's out there. You just need to attract it to you. And you do that by getting clear on what it is that you want. So this week, I have 4 more quotes coming out on clarity and how to get a little bit more crystal clear in what it is that your message is, what it is that you want from life. What do you want from your relationships? What do you want from your home and environment? What do you want from your work and career, your money, finances? What is it that you want? How do you become crystal clear? There's all kinds of different tips and tricks. So keep an eye out in the Facebook group, Women Business Owners from Overwhelmed to Overjoyed. There will be another file dropped at the end of this week that actually gives you a whole bunch of tips and tricks on how to get more clarity with what it is that you're looking for. So I hope you all have a great week. Get clear, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.